For a while, Marcion's teaching spread fast in the Roman Church. It was simple. It cut out the hard parts of the Old Testament and blamed the world's problems on the Creator. Tertullian, an early Christian writer, said Marcion's heresy had filled the whole world. Archaeologists have even found Marcionite churches as far away as Italy, Syria, and Egypt. But the church in Rome finally realized what was happening. In July of 144 AD, they called a meeting. Marcion stood before the presbyters and explained his theory. He likely expected them to see his logic. They were horrified. They realized this wasn't just a difference of opinion, it was a different religion entirely. They excommunicated him, and to their great credit, they handed him back his 200,000 sesterces. They wouldn't keep his money if they couldn't keep his doctrine. But Marcion didn't go away. He didn't fade into obscurity. He used that money to start a franchise. This is the part that is often forgotten. Marcionism wasn't just a book club. It was a massive rival church structure. Within a few years, there were Marcionite churches in Italy, Egypt, Syria, Arabia, and Persia. They had their own bishops, their own baptism, their own Eucharist, though they used water instead of wine because wine was too physical/earthly, and their own martyrs. For the next century, if you walked into a town in the Roman Empire and saw a building marked Christian church, you had to ask, is this a Catholic church or a Marcionite church? They were that prevalent. Tertullian, the fiery lawyer theologian from North Africa, later wrote a massive 5-volume work against him. He called Marcion the Wolf of Pontus and famously said, Marcion's heresy has filled the whole world. There's a famous story about Polycarp, the bishop of Smyrna. Polycarp was an old man, a direct link to the apostolic age. He had been a disciple of the Apostle John himself. One day, while visiting Rome to discuss church matters, he ran into Marcion on the street. Marcion, confident and arrogant, walked up to the old bishop. He wanted validation. He asked, "Do you recognize me?" He expected Polycarp to say, "Yeah, you are a fellow teacher," or "Yes, you are the wealthy benefactor." Instead, Polycarp looked him in the eye and said, "I recognize you. You are the firstborn of Satan.